Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. I'm going to do a flip through of Nancy's journal, and then I will be doing a little more watercolor. I have another idea. So this journal measures 9 by 6, which is pretty much what all my journals are. Sometimes they vary if I do like a book cover or something like that. It's a single signature, easy for me to say. There's lace. Oh my goodness, lace on the spine. I'm like mixing my words together and making not great words. All right, so and there's a little cluster here. Some nice lace, I think is what I was going to say, but it just came out all as one thing. And then I've just tied it with some other lace. And then I don't know if you guys saw her, but that's another art doll there. And then we can take this and open it. And inside we have our pocket that we did together. There's a video for that. It's one envelope that I cut the bottom off of and put the bottom here. And then, or it might have been the top, I don't know, whichever. And then there's another envelope back here made out of wax paper that I used while coffee dyeing, that sat out in the sun, so it's almost like it's baked, but it's not baked. There's a tag in here with one of my art dolls from my Art Doll digital download that you can find at my Crafty Cat USA shop. And Nancy, that's where I'll have this this journal listed. And by the time you see this video, it'll be listed in my shop there at www.craftycatusa.com. And this has gotten spotted with watercolor and water and whatever because it's been sitting on my desk. But anyway, that's where you'll find it, Nancy. These are all lowercase. Crafty Cat USA is all lowercase. Okay, and then in this pocket with the window envelope portion, there is, man, I can't say words today. This is from Stamperia's Imagine pad of paper, and it's already cut in that shape with the lines on the back and everything. So that was a nice little bonus. Plus you get to see her through the envelope window. There's a little tag just tucked there. And then this larger tag tucks all the way in behind. It does sometimes get a little caught on this portion of the envelope, so you just got to be careful and try to kind of finagle her in back there. I'll put her back when I'm done doing this because it takes a second to get that in there. And then here's another journaling card, and again, one of the art dolls from my digital download. This came out of a kid's book, the Just Beautiful. And then it looks like that because that's that Stamperia paper as well. And then on the flap of this envelope, I just did a little fabric cluster of different fabrics and things, and that just tucks in back here behind the envelope, or this portion of the envelope. And then over on this page, we have those little envelopes that I saw Gail Augustinelli do, but I'm pretty sure she got the idea from Lori, Girl on the Ridge. And yeah, she does these little envelopes all shabby chic and really pretty. So I've done them and added just some little bits of paper. And then this is our little kind of that Russian stacking doll look, little art dolls that we did. And she just tucks in there. And I glued the bottom of this envelope and this one, but I left this one open so she can kind of tuck in there nicely and not falling out. So that's that. And then this is some of my paper. That's, I believe, my 1891 Digi. This is Stamperia still. This is scrapbook paper, and it was in a pad that I got from, I think it was Joanne Fabrics. And this is a children's book. I just added a washi flower there, or book page. It's not a whole book, obviously. And then here's another one of the art dolls from my Art Doll digital download, all made up there. And then this is just some old paper that I put on here. And this paper behind here is from my Reason for the Season set 2 or volume 2 or whatever. Scrapbook paper, tea-dyed paper, and I believe I got that from Melody Willoughby, and she is Willoughby House on Etsy. It's Willoughby House, and I will try to remember to link her in the description box below this video. Here's another one of our book page pockets. In this pocket, we've got Stamperia paper. These little rounds were part of the paper stack. And then this is just a little tag. And a little postcard that I put a washi sticker on, and it says, "Remember to play." And then here's another one of our art dolls. And it's blank on the back for writing. And I've done kind of a fabric cluster along here. And then there's another little journaling card, and I put some of that fuzzy trim on there and just a little piece of pink fabric, and it says "Be awesome today" and a journaling spot. And then this is another piece of the Stamperia paper with those cute dresses on there. Sorry, let me just turn this off. I apologize. I don't know why, you know, nobody calls me all day. No kidding. I mean, I'm not even kidding. And for some reason I do a video or anything and it just gets loony. I mean, I'll answer it if it's my kids, but not when it's probably just a spam call, and I get a lot of those. And so these all just tuck right back in. I love that pocket. That little boy is so cute. And that's It Capili Imaginarium, her fairy boys, is where I got that particular art doll. And scrapbook paper. This is some dyed paper that my niece gave me. There's a pocket here. I, got this idea from Rachel at Roxy Creations. I actually saw Gail do it. So that's what I did. And then an art doll there. And it's bits and pieces of different things. This is one I actually found on Pinterest, this mannequin body. This is one of Rachel's butterflies. That's an It Capili Imaginarium head. And the feathers are from It Capili Imaginarium along with these eyes. So it's just kind of a mix of, and that's what you can do with art dolls. Just build them however you like them. They can be zany and fun. My friend Denise at Wondubar Crafts is back. Yay! Hi, Denise. I'm so excited because I've missed her a lot. I've talked to her, but it's just not the same. I like to watch her videos. But anyway, she's been playing, or she did one video where she was playing with one of the art dolls, and she was having a good old time, so it was just a hoot to watch. But anyway, I will try to remember to link Denise's channel too, in case you haven't seen it, because she's been out for a while. Sorry, I just had to take a sip of my Pepsi there. Art doll, washi sticker. There's some ledger paper behind. It's just, these are all glued down. I just like to build these and put them on the pages because they're just fun. This is from Allie, the Cockney Craft Shop. She's just the Cockney Craft Shop on Etsy. And that's her coffee and tea dye. And then this is scrapbook paper. This is out of my Winter Wonder digital download. And then here's just a fairy from It Capili Imaginarium and some mushrooms. And then this is just some lined paper that my sister gave me that was yellowing a little bit, so it's just kind of fun. And then this is another one of the art dolls, just glued on with one of my little price tag. That's a digital download of mine as well, the price tags. And then this all back here is the scrapbook paper, is like that. And Allie's paper again. And then a child's book page. And then there's just a washi mushroom and butterfly just for some decoration, and some colored paper for my niece. Thank you, Bailey. And then this is TaylorMadeJournals and scrapbook paper, and this is manila drawing paper. Wow. TaylorMadeJournals scrunchie wallpaper. This says "Hello, my darling." This is one of the art dolls that's in my digital download. I just added a mushroom and the "Hello, my darling." This is from my $18.91 digital download. That's just scrapbook paper. This is that kind of fall sort of leaf fairy that we made together. And I just tucked a little journaling card from the Stamperia paper pack there. Or paper stack, I should say. $18.91, my Digi scrapbook paper. This is TaylorMadeJournals grungy wallpaper. I think I have set number 3, but you can go on there. They're all great, and she's got quite a few of them. So more manila drawing paper there. And then this pocket, I believe I made this one on video. It's been a while though, so I'm not really sure what the video was called. But anyway, I had it in my ephemera little basket, so I thought it went well with this particular journal. And this is a fairy doll on, or an art doll on a flashcard. We did that one on video. And then this is one of the Stamperia tags, just tucked in there too. And then this one, I just did on my own. This is a piece of coffee dyed paper that I just folded and added this butterfly image back here. And then this doll is from Imaginarium. I added wings to her and a little bit of fabric there. And then this over the page clip, and it's not, the clip isn't part of the piece itself, so it opens up like this. There's another little tag in here, and we made this one together too, and so that just goes in there. It's kind of a little hiding journal spot, and then I just did a little collage on there, and then that just goes right over this page, and you add a paper clip onto it to hold it to the page. So those are kind of fun to make. And then I just tucked this right there. And then on this side, I have mushrooms. This is a Tim Holtz piece, and I added my acorn stencil on there. And it just goes right there. And then this is an Imaginarium head, and I think, I'm not sure about the butterfly, but anyway, you could use any large butterfly. I just think these are kind of fun to do every once in a while with just the head and the butterfly. I don't know, I'm kind of odd like that, but it's a good size for that small spot, you know. And then I did stamp it up here. And then this is one of my favorite ones from Imaginarium. I don't know why, it just cracks me up every time I look at it. I think it's the face more than the body sitting there, but it's just fun to put that one on a mushroom and put some wings on it, and yeah, cracks me up. All right, and these are just the other sides of the different papers. This is one of the postcards that I made a while back, but I took a postcard image, and it's just a digital download. This one, I believe, was from TaylorMadeJournals, I think. If not, lots of people do have the postcard background type things. I cut the slits in it and, you know, made little pockets and added just all different ephemera in there. This is just a little collage. I've added gesso on here and gold paint, and then it's on a piece of coffee dyed paper that I've just folded in half, so that backs that pocket there, so that, you know, things aren't just falling through the back, because if you just cut the slits in the postcard, you know, the stuff's obviously going to fall out. So the postcard's just glued around all four sides, so that you've got those nice little tuck spots, and you've got extra writing space, so those are extra fun. And then that just also clips on, so it can be moved wherever in the journal you would like, Nancy. And again, that's my Winter Wonder digital download. This is scrapbook paper, Allie, the Cockney craft shop. I just like to print something on the back of these white scrapbook papers, you know, when they're white on the back, because I just, you know, I don't really like to leave them with just the white, so I like to add that. This is my little house, my little paper houses that I did a couple of pockets on a video out of scraps. So get your scraps together and just go for it. It's really fun to do, use collage paper, like do a whole collage board and then make the little houses out of it, add windows and stuff. That's what this one was. It was all collage paper. So, and then this is one of my art dolls. Those heads are my funky art doll faces. So those are also at my Crafty Cat USA shop. And I just tore this, the body out of paper. So I just tore her out. I did not, you know, use a template or anything. I just tore out kind of a shape, looks like it's kind of wearing a dress, you know, that whole thing. So just go for it. You can make them funky and weird and fun. Betty Ann, she's on Instagram and she follows me here too. She's a subscriber, but she has made some of the cutest ones and she's got them on Instagram. So I'll try to remember to link her too. I'm not going to make any promises, everybody. I will try to remember everybody to link, but if I forget something and you want to know about it, just ask me. I'm always willing to give you information to find whoever you're looking for if I can. So anyway, but yeah, she's been making some really cute, funky art dolls using the faces, and then she just makes the bodies out of, you know, different things. And she's also been playing with the whole art dolls, you know, that already have clothes and stuff. So just fun, super fun. Hi, Betty Ann. And then this is dictionary page, and there's another little art doll there, and a flower from Tim Holtz, and scrapbook paper, another little art doll from my digital. And then this one we made together. This is from my friend Lori. Hi, Lori. I haven't, oh my gosh, I keep thinking I need to text Lori, and then I don't know, my day gets away from me. But anyway, she every so often sends me a little package of goodies, and she sent me this really super cute little bag that she's decorated up. It's got some extra paper and both sides open, so you could put little notes in there too. And I just went ahead and tucked that right into that pocket. You could go either direction and it would work. This pocket is a book page pocket with the Ickpili Imaginarium doll on there. And then I just did a collage here. And this is one of those that I put one of these kind of bookmark tags in, because this opens up so you can write here as well. I don't know why it's sticking. I guess I stuck it when I glued it down, but you can write here, and then there's a pocket there. You could also write on that if you wanted to, or decorate it further, but that just tucks down in there. And then there is another, I almost forgot. There is another little spot up there. And I did this on video, so if you look at my TCTC videos, those are the Colossal Tome of Concept videos. They're just, it's ideas for different pockets and things. That's where you'll find most of those kind of pockets that I've done. And that's from my Reason for the Season, Volume 2. That's from a children's book. Scrapbook paper, my 1891 digital download, Stamperia paper. And then this pocket is the one we're going to do today. I had a fiasco trying to get this video to upload. It somehow I managed to video it in slow motion, and I did not realize, because when I looked at it once I was all done, it looked like it was fine, and it obviously was filming in real time and all that. So then by the time I changed it and did all this, I don't know. Anyway, my iPad was just not accepting it. I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning trying to figure it out, and I can't. And it's Monday for me today. So you guys probably aren't going to see this video until Tuesday. So I apologize for that. But unfortunately, I don't really know what happened or how I did that. But anyway, I'm going to redo this pocket so that you can see you know, just kind of how I did it. That's my 1920 decade face. And my decade girls come with 2 stencils to get the face, and then a background one. This one comes with roses. So anyways, I'll show you how I did this. But I also did a tag here with this really funky art doll. And all these pieces are in my digital download, my art dolls. It's just called Art Doll Digital Download. But anyway, the little key is one that I cut out on my Glowforge, so that's not in the digital. But all the other pieces on her are. So, except I think I put butterfly wings, which I didn't add to that digital. There's other types of wings, and added a little butterfly up there. So this face is a pocket, so she just tucks in, and then it is signed up there, Nancy. So that one is all ready to go. So I'm going to pause for just a second, and I'll bring out all the stuff to show you how I made that pocket right there. I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. Just want to make sure this is not filming on the wrong thing. Oh my goodness, that was insanity. Anyhow, so I did learn a few things doing this the last time, so I'm going to try to avoid some of the little issues that I had doing this the last time, and I will tell you what they are so that you also can avoid them. So I am using my Stabilo All, well, I don't know, these are just Stabilo Aqua Color 24 watercolor pencils. These are not the best watercolor pencils I've ever owned. I'm just going to be honest. I thought they'd be awesome because that Stabilo All black pencil that I have is amazing and I love it. but these are not super great. I mean, they'll work for this, and I don't have any other ones, unfortunately, at the moment, so I'm going to use these, but they're kind of a bummer, really. So I would advise to maybe buy Arteza watercolor pencils or something like that. So I figured out last time I did the eyes, you know, black around with the Stabilo watercolor pencil. Well, the black, it does run pretty good, but that was kind of the problem, is that it almost ran too good. So it got the black color into the white of the eyes and all that, which, you know, duh, right? So I'm going to do this with pencil this time, just lightly. And so I know where the eyes are, and then I will go over it later with like some black or something to get, you know, that color. But, yeah, it did not work great to do it with the Stabilo last time. So learned a lesson there. And so I'm choosing just, you know, kind of a skin tone, a pinky skin tone that is in there, because there aren't a ton of color options in those. And that's another thing that you might have more luck with if you were to get it somewhere else. You know, get watercolor pencils somewhere else. I mean, I'm bummed about that because I really love their black. It is just amazing. I mean, it's so cool. But for some reason, these ones don't act the same way. And so it's just kind of like me. And you'll see when we do this. I mean, like, they work okay, but they're not what I think of when I think of watercolor pencils. I think of them acting more like the black Stabilo All does when I think of watercolor pencils. So I will end up using my watercolors by Arteza, and I have them sitting right over here as well. And you know, this one's going to end up being a little bit different than the other one. That's just sort of the nature of it. So, you know, when you do multiples, they never are exactly the same. And this can go in the other journal that I will be starting next to finish out the triad of art journals, or journals. So I've just mixed one of my kind of yellow colors and pink to get sort of a skin tone. It's not perfect. It's the closest I have, though, in my set of watercolors. Why did I do that in pink? Luckily it was by her cheek, so we can use a little pink there, but you can fill those gaps where the stencil, you know, doesn't meet. How did I only get part of her nose? It's kind of crazy. I don't want pink. I keep grabbing that pink one. Somehow I like missed this upper part. Maybe it just doesn't fit very well in there. But it's nice to have her whole nose, right? So you'll see when I touch this. Oh, I did touch my other watercolor though, didn't I? But it just doesn't run really that well like I want it to. So, I mean, it does a little. I can't say it doesn't at all, but it's just not what I wanted it to be. So I hope you guys are having a good day. I didn't even say that. I've just been blah, 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 me. So I apologize. I hope you're doing good. I'm doing okay. I've still kind of having trouble with my back. I'm not really sure what that's about. I'm probably going to have to go in and get that figured out, but I really don't want to. I really avoid the doctor like the plague because, well, one, right now, it's really hard to get into the doctor in the first place. I'm not really sure why. I guess it's just like everything else right now. But, yeah, it's just not easy. And I know I went right over that, but we're just going to take some more water and come around in here. It's okay to steal some of that pink there. So yeah, just watercoloring basically is all I did, and then I cut this out, and I think it made just a neat pocket and not too complicated. I mean, yeah, you are filling it all in, so you got to kind of pay attention to your colors and that, but yeah, I don't feel like it was super difficult. So the last time when I came up too close to the eye, I got some of the black, you know, and I'm still going to get some of this graphite, but that will probably erase once it's dry, I'm thinking. I shouldn't have gone over her lips like that, so don't do it that way. I just thought it'd be all right to steal a little bit of that pink, but it's kind of just made a ring around her lips, which isn't great. But yeah, we had a good weekend. We went and watched my daughter march, the marching band at her college. That was super fun. They did excellent. It was just so exciting, and I was so happy because she was just having a blast over in the stands. You know, they play music and dance and, you know, all kinds of stuff. The band kids, man, those kids know how to have a good time, I'm telling you. They just are fun kids. Not that, I mean, most kids are fun kids, but yeah, they're just a fun group, and they all seem to get along very well, which is very nice. So yeah, it was excellent to see that because last year was a real bummer for her. And I know not just her, lots of people, obviously. We're not special, but it was just super nice to see her having a good time. So that was fun. And then we pretty much spent the rest of the weekend trying to figure out what to do about a camera. I'm telling you, she's taking, I don't know if I told you guys this story, but she's taking a photography class, which is awesome. I love that. But the professor is requiring them all to have a film camera. No digital allowed, just film. So we have spent, oh my goodness, I can't even tell you, money, time, everything else you can possibly imagine, trying to borrow them from friends. Yeah, to find one that works, and nothing works. Nothing that we've gotten so far has worked, and it's such a bummer. Like, I have a really good friend. She let me use her camera, and I'm so sad because we have not had any luck getting it to work, and she's, you know, she keeps trying to help and figure out ways to make it work, and it's like, I feel so bad because it's totally not her fault, and it's so kind of her to let us use it. It's just most of those cameras are, you know, 20 plus years old, and so some of them have broken parts. I just think also we're kind of clueless on how to make them work. That's kind of our problem with the one that my friend let us borrow. I think it probably works fine. It may need like a little tune-up or something, but we just don't know enough to get it working right. And so, I mean, that's the closest one. She was able to get some pictures taken at least this weekend, so she has something to show for class. But yeah, it's very aggravating. I find it very frustrating that that's a requirement. I mean, I understand they need to learn how to, like, you know, use the old cameras and develop film and all that, but I think you could probably do that with a few lessons in class. They do have a few. The university has a few. So I feel like maybe, you know, have everybody take a picture of your friend sitting next to you or whatever, and then I'll go into the dark room and develop them, that kind of thing. I totally understand that that's an important part of the history and everything, but let me just say, these old film cameras have had better days. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just us. I think we just have horrible luck anyway with all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't remember really either how to use them, because I just had, like, the last film camera I used, I was probably I don't even know, probably maybe 14. And I just had one of those little flat ones that, you know, you put the real film in and all that. Took pictures, took the film out, took it to get developed in one of those 1-hour photo joints. And that's like my experience. Like, I've never had the fancy, you know, 50 millimeter, 35 millimeter, whatever. None of those kind with the adjustable lens and all that. My sister did have one, and we even tried that one. We even tried to get that one working, and to no avail. But even she was like, I can't even totally remember how to use these, because nobody uses them anymore, you know. And that's the other thing. I don't want to go buy a $800 camera and she doesn't use it again, you know what I'm saying? So, like, if it was something I thought she would use all the way through college, then I might be willing to do that. But plus, I just don't really have $800 to spare at the moment. So I did her face kind of a darker. I don't know what I was doing, but I'm gonna take up some of that color. I don't like the lines that get on there. It's kind of tricky with watercolor. You just got to play with it. I don't know. And she needs more hair, that's for sure. So I'm going to kind of do it the way I did it on the other one. I just realized that I kind of cut this one short, I think. So I just want like the idea of hair over here, because she's got like the short, you know, the bob going for the 20s. And I probably won't be able to do it again and make it look right. That's the way with me. I like think I got it and I don't. Okay, see if we can make that work. And I do have, like I said, my watercolors here, so probably gonna have to steal some of that, because I don't have a lot of luck with this watercolor pencil. And again, I am not a watercolorist. This is not my wheelhouse. So if I'm doing it wrong, I understand, and I will take criticism. That's fine. I don't know what I'm doing. Doing the best I can. But yeah, it's just it's not what I've had very much experience doing at all. I'm just getting some water on here to maybe make it a little easier to get the color moving. But I think that's the thing with anything, and I tell my kids this all the time, every time they start a new project. Like when my daughter was first drawing, because she really doesn't have a lot of art experience. I know that's insane because that's the field she's going into, but she's always done music, so she never really did art in high school. She loves it. She loves art, but she's just never done a lot of it. And I said, it's kind of like anything. It's just like when you started music, you have to train your brain, and you really, really do have to train your brain. And I've said this a million times, but it's really important part of learning anything. And I know that there obviously are some people that are gifted clearly in, you know, singing and instruments and whatever, art, all of that. But we all, no matter who we are or how gifted we all have to train our brains to do different things that we're not used to doing. And so that's really part of watercolor. Like, I wouldn't just try it once and be like, oh, I'm no good at that, I can't watercolor. Because honestly, it's just one of those things that, I mean, I'm not great either, but I like playing with it, so I do it anyway. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely people that are gifted, and there are definitely people that can train their brain, you know? So, I don't know. I mean, I think we can all train our brain to an extent, you know? And you're obviously gonna, like I said, have those people that are just amazing at whatever their thing is that they do. but I think we can all get good enough like to do this kind of stuff, obviously, because I'm not any great shakes at it. But it's fun, so I keep trying. I'm gonna just take the edge of this and kind of get some of that up, so it matches a little more. So there's like this part over here where it's running out that I'm just gonna go over. And these pencils will work a little more on wet than they do on dry paper. So that's also another little factor to deal with there. So this one's gonna look totally different than the one the other day, but that's fine. That's just the way that goes. Okay, so that's better to do it that way with the pencil. Just trust me on that, because that was kind of a mess. In fact, I may get her dry. I might try to fill in a little bit of her eye here with just some black watercolor, because if I put the Stabilo All pencil on there again, it's just going to bleed everywhere. So I think I'll fill in this part of her eye at least, her pupil. And I don't know how you do like portraits and stuff with watercolors, so I am just playing around. But it's fun. So I'll go ahead and go over this, even though I got my shaky hands. Just to make it not, because you know, watercolor goes light to dark kind of thing. And I mean, that's the charm of it. And just a little bit of eyelashes. I don't like putting a lot because I think that just makes them look kind of crazy. I mean, mine are a little comical, I'll admit it. I do find this very relaxing, though, to just paint, even if it's not perfect, right? Well, nothing's perfect, honestly. Okay, and then I'll go around her eye a little bit with some green, probably. Her eyebrows are kind of weird. Got this drip of water just hanging there waiting to just blob down at the moment you don't want it to. Water there. Yeah, you don't want it to just come dropping off the paintbrush at random moments. Got it out of the lines there. Not frustrating. I can't even stay in the lines. And there's going to be some, you know, seeping out because it's watercolor, so it's not going to stay 100% in the lines. Okay, so I'm going to go get this dry, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. I'm just gonna take this watercolor pen, and these are the Real Brush pens by Arteza. All of a sudden I can't talk because I'm thinking, right? I'm just going around there. I did it with watercolor last time, so you can choose. You could do it with marker. You could do this with fine liner pens. I mean, you don't have to use watercolor for the entire thing. You can choose what you want to do there. And then I might take this Sharpie I have and come in and kind of do a little bit more to her eyelashes, because like, I'm not very good at getting that thin line with my shaky hands. And you know, sometimes your eyelashes stick together in spots, whatever. So they don't have to be perfect. Okay, and then I'm going to come in here because there was that little bit of pencil, and see if I can get rid of that. Sorry, I said there was some pencil. I know I get mumbling when I'm doing this stuff, but I think that's pretty good. And then I've just got pieces of fabric, which this is what I did to the last one, and then I just glued, you know, or stitched along the bottom and then glued the pocket down to the back of the book. I'm going to take just a tiny bit more off of here. And I know this whole thing isn't colored like right there. You could watercolor that if you want it all totally colored, but we're going to be putting this fabric down anyway, so I'm not that worried about it. And I like this really like shredded sort of look, you know, just because it adds the strings hanging down and all that, which I like. So I think I'm just going to use glue to get this down, and then I will stitch it, but this will just help, you know, hold pieces in place kind of thing. I am going to squish it a little. Because I'll glue it later. And that just adds a little more volume in that. And I don't know what I did with my little rosettes right now, so I'll have to wait on that. I can put this piece on. And then this one will probably have to get glued on at the end, but I thought I might put some of this fuzz. It can be different than the last one. It doesn't have to be exactly. So if you kind of wind this around your fingers a couple times, it almost gives you like a rosette type thing that you can just sort of put down and then put something else over the top of it, and then it just kind of hangs out here and there. So that's kind of fun. And it's not even that I want it to look specifically like any dress or anything like that. It's just, you know, it's just giving you that feeling of, oh, before I do that, I should put a piece of lace. You know, her clothes or whatever. Plus that way your bottom of your pocket's not just this blunt cut off weird thing. So that will get stitched. And you'll see in just a second, it'll look a lot better once it is stitched. And I will pause again. Sorry, this is just one of those videos where I have to keep pausing. And this I'll just stitch down. I'm not even going to worry about that right now. So I'll be back in just a minute so you can see the final on that. Okay, so you can see now, hopefully, that I've stitched just all over on there to kind of make sure that I grabbed everything at least a little bit so that nothing is gonna fall off of there. And then we'll look again at the finished one, or the one that's in the book. That one's finished now too. So yeah, they look different. I mean, they're 2 different days and, you know, different stuff and whatever. So yeah, just play around with those face stencils. They're super fun. And this one again is the 1920s decade lady, and she comes with roses as the background. They're like this. These ones are messed up. That's why I have them, but yours won't be messed up. I put them too close together and then I couldn't cut them apart and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, you'll get roses and dots like that as a background stencil. So I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your day. And thank you for all your support. And sorry about not getting a video yesterday. It just wasn't going to happen because computers. I'm telling you, I spend more time messing with that kind of stuff than anything else. It's just aggravating. All right. Well, I will chat with you guys again soon. Love ya. Bye.